You're about to watch the Ironheart series, and yet you don't know anything about the main villain, the Hood. Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to Haynes for Heroes, I'm Alex Haynes, and if you're new to superheroes, don't worry, I got your cape. And in this video, I'll explain everything that you need to know about this new MCU villain, the Hood. So let's just jump right into it. Before he became the Hood, Parker Robbins was a young child who was enticed by the glamorous life of supervillains, which isn't a healthy start. But it made sense because he was living with a single mother who needed constant medical care. So as Parker grew up, he got into a life of crime to help pay for her needs. But one night when Parker was on a heist with his cousin, they were both attacked by a demon wearing a cloak, which Parker understandably shot and killed. Trying to get something out of the heist, Parker takes the cloak and boots of the demon, but unbeknownst to him, they actually belong to the Lord of the Dark Dimension, Dormammu, who we do see in the MCU in 2016's Doctor Strange movie. And that cloak and boots came with magical abilities. And using his newfound abilities, Parker accidentally murders a police officer and becomes the most wanted man in New York City, with the press calling him the Hood. You get it? Because, you know, he has the hood. What kind of magical abilities does the Hood have? Well, first off, the cloak that he wears grants him invisibility as long as he's able to hold his breath. And his boots allow him to levitate and literally walk on air. And the more that Parker uses the cloak and boots, the more connected he becomes to Dormammu, granting him even more magical abilities, like being able to cast spells, summon mystical beings, and he can even turn into a demon-like version of himself and tear someone apart. But his most notable power is his magic pistols, which can hurt not just normal people, but superhumans and magical beings as well. Though this magic does come with some weaknesses. Like him having to hold his breath in order to stay invisible isn't the most sustainable way to do it. And the more that the Hood uses his cloak and boots, the more that allows Dormammu to influence him, not just making the Hood more powerful, but also more evil. And if the Hood keeps his stuff long enough, then Dormammu will eventually be able to possess the Hood and use his body to destroy the world. Yikes. So how is the Hood gonna work in the MCU? The Hood will make his debut in the Ironheart series, and he'll be played by Anthony Ramos, and he serves as the main antagonist to Ironheart. And in this series, the Hood is going to be testing Ironheart's morality, trying to bring her in that same gray area that he's been in his whole life, but also trying to use her genius for his own nefarious purposes. But make sure you don't miss the MCU debut of the Hood in the Ironheart series on Disney+. But what other questions do you have about the Hood? Are you excited to see him in the Ironheart series? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, cast the magic spell on the like button and then click on the boxes right here, and I'll see you in a bit.